What's up guys, this is OGCP De Silva. I am bringing you some Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay on the map Grid, and I am using a M14 with a suppressed, actually that is an infrared attachment rather, and I would like to say that the M14 is a gun that's not traditionally or used mostly, as far as I've seen in matchmaking, that much, especially when it comes to attaching an infrared scope onto it, and almost nobody uses the infrared scope, and there's plenty of reasons to back that up. It's because I'll just give you a few. It's very difficult to use, and those difficulties come because it takes a while to get into your scope. There's just so many, okay? Like, I don't have any right off the bat that I can give you, but you guys already know what those disadvantages are of using the infrared scope. But the only advantage that I can say that I know for sure is that you could see the enemies easier because it does give that white tint to them, so you're able to spot them easier. Anyways, the M14 is not used a lot in matchmaking. Like I said, I mean, I use it more, or enjoy using it rather, more in zombies, where you could just take off zombies' heads and it's more effective that way. But it's still a great gun in matchmaking. I mean, of course it's a semi-automatic, so you can't spray with it, and you have to pull your trigger every time to shoot it. Every bullet comes out every time you pull the trigger. But it's pretty effective, and if you could get a couple of shots off into their body, you're good. If you shoot them like once or twice, I think they die, and if you get like a headshot, of course it's just one shot to the head. And this gun is pretty steady. It doesn't require that much handling or grip to it. I think the infrared actually makes it less steady because you have to hold your breath and it just moves around like a sniper rifle. But if you have the gun by itself or alone without any attachment, it has a really great iron sight, I think, and you could just really get dead accurate shots with it. The M14 also does not require that much aiming down the sight. You don't really have to aim down the sight that often. Like, for instance, I've gotten lots of hip fire kills, like see for instance right here. I didn't actually have to aim down my sight, so it's pretty steady and has a great hip fire capability. I just basically in this game wasn't trying to really camp, and as in most of my videos or gameplays that I provide, or just in general whenever I play, I traditionally don't just sit down around and camp, because I don't know, I lose interest in the game if I just sit around and camp, because I find that shooters like these we should be able to play with, generally have fun with it, just go around, just try to wreck as many people as we can. But I understand there are people out there who will, or they need to camp in order to have fun, or especially if they're starting off new in the game and they just picked it up. Of course you're gonna have to start camping, and I recommend camping. That's how you're gonna learn to be good in this game. You can't just go out there and risk losing for your teammates if you're new to the game. But regardless of that fact, once you are established in the game and have some sort of grasp on it, I recommend actually moving away from camping, unless you have like a high kill streak. Only then will I say, and along with new players, that it's acceptable to just camp around. Otherwise it's pretty shameful or noobish, in my opinion, to be doing that. And I was just having too much fun with this M14, just hip firing people. And yeah, like I said, you really don't need to aim down the sight like I did over there, but I wanted to get gameplay where I was using the infrared scope, and I was trying not to no scope as much or hip fire because I had this infrared scope on. But either way you could get a kill, and sometimes it's easier to get hip fire kills when they're near you, instead of course, obviously not aiming down the sight or using this infrared scope. And see, just like in that instance, I used the infrared scope or zoomed in because they were a little far away. I can't obviously hip fire them or no scope them from that distance. I mean, of course, if you're a very skilled player, which I am not, I don't think I am anyways, you could do it without zooming in. But then again, you're taking a risk, and you are lagging a bit and, you know, putting off those precious seconds that you need to kill the enemy before they either run away or take your life. Anyways, I was using Marathon Pro because I love rushing around. Like I said before, like I cannot sit still. I have like some anxiety of sitting still. Like I get bored easily. I just have to go out and go into the enemy territory. I have to tell them who's boss. I have to tell them sit down. I have to tell them because some people don't listen unless you tell them. So that's what I like to do. That's how I have fun in this game, as in any other shooters. So guys, this was my M14 gameplay with the infrared scope. Hope you guys liked it. Please keep tuning in, and I'll see you guys till the next video. This is OGCP De Silva signing off.